Okay, what is up, YouTube? This is your girl, Killer Rose. A lot has happened. This week I was pretty busy. Very busy, in fact. I had to do mandatory overtime this whole week. Only because it was, it's Memorial Day, so we have all kinds of deals. And it's like any other warehouse. You have a deal, or any other store, especially with electronics and stuff like that. There is some deals that you can get, and people buy like crazy, mostly with credit cards. I'm not gonna lie. They string you up, just like a fish. But that's besides the point. Is just that I was just so busy that I end up coming home tired, and I couldn't work out for the rest of the week because by the time I get out of work, it's already late. I'm already tired. I couldn't get at least an hour of nap, so I didn't want to risk driving tired, and not feeling up to working out, and I completely lost all the progress that I made. And not only that, on Friday, during the time that I was working, my foot gave out, my left foot, but not completely. It was cramping towards the middle side on top, not on the bottom foot. It was not the shoes that I'm wearing. At least I hope not, because they're my favorite shoes that I love to wear on a daily basis. I mean, I have my own, I have multiple shoes, right? And, I'm blessed to have multiple shoes. Not, no one, at least one person can't even have one pair. So, I'm just saying, I'm not bragging, but these are like by far my most comfortable shoes. So for me to I don't know what happened. It just happened. It was like, trying to encourage myself, like, you know what, it's a Friday. I want to work hard. I want to get the hell out of here because I was so tired and I felt so agitated. I ended up taking it out of the people that I care about, which is my mom, and I just want to say that I'm sorry to my mom. But it was like, I'm not mad at her. I'm just mad at myself and mad at the people, the company that I'm working for, that they it's just so weird. So there's no voluntary time off, as we like and love. We cherish it to have time with our families, and not just me, but there's other people that rely on voluntary time off. And if you don't know what it is, it's basically you get to have those days off. You requested it, and the companies or HR, whoever's in charge, would say, okay, you won't get a point, or you're not gonna be a no call, no show. You're good for the day. Have a nice time. We'll see you next, whichever day that you decided to come back to. And now VTO, voluntary time off, is not for everyone. Some people have bills to pay, but at the same time, it gives people a little room to breathe. And so what end up happening is that I'm not gonna be able to have the time off like I wish I could have. And now it's not just me about posting, but it's just me having to deal with time management and how I'm gonna manage the time that I have. And it was so crazy, you guys, this whole week. If you don't know, and if you know, it's graduation week. So I was busy on Sunday, which is my only day off, and I mean, I had a blast. my poor aunt. She thought I was, I don't know what she thought I was on, but I mean, I was, I mean, of course, I was like, you know what? Because they had a dance floor and stuff for, um, my cousin's graduation. So I was like, you know what? My cousin's there. She's dancing. And then she invited me to dance with her. I was like, yay, okay. And so when she left to go to the bar. And at that time, you guys, I was with my parents. So I'm like, I'm not gonna go near a bar. My mom knows practically that I drink. So, and it was because of my aunt that told my mom. So, long story short, she's hesitant when it comes down to me hanging out with certain people and doing certain things, because if you've seen some of my old videos, you could definitely pull up some of the videos. It's still there. I'm not deleting them. I mean, it's so funny, but yet the whole ranting video of me drunk ranting, that was embarrassing, but I didn't delete that either. So if you want to see drunk me, what it's like for me being in 2020, there you go. You can definitely find it in a playlist or even the videos. Just scroll until you see 2020 and it will say rant video or something like that in parentheses. So yeah, so anyways, and was not even during this time. It was I think it was definitely last year, and it was the best, honestly. Yeah, it was definitely last year. And apparently, like, it was just so crazy. I mean, I was on a like a party bus, right? And I just took a clip of me, and I thought it would be funny if I could just post it on TikTok. And I was like, I never do this. I never post stuff like this on TikTok or any other social platforms. And then I had to think about it really hard, and I realized I pulled the biggest stunt in 2020 and post some stuff on YouTube, which I was like, man, rain check, you accidentally lied. Yeah, I did record and post stuff while I was drunk on YouTube way before I actually got to post stuff on TikTok, which was insane to me. I didn't really comprehend it until I actually got to grow and realize, holy crap, dude, what are you doing? Like, I mean, we only do stuff that are note-taking, not freaking videotape the evidence that you post on the internet. And so now you have to explain your family or other friends of what you've been doing. So, and it's a small world. I mean, you don't realize it until you're gonna be in it. It's so weird. You run into some old friends that you never expect that you'll run to, and it's crazy. Someone's headbanging. Oh yeah, he's vibing. I'm not gonna disturb him. But no, it's pretty cool. This guy's pretty vibing, and he's just, I mean, I really need some of that. Don't mind me, okay? You shouldn't care about anyone or anything. Well, not except for that, but definitely have the good attitude for a gym session. For me, I'm gonna be very cautious because of my foot, and I forgot what point I was trying to make, so bear with me. So anyways, yeah, so my cousin went at the bar. I decided not to go to the bar. I'm like, listen, as much I love to party, I cannot stand near the scent of booze, because, you know, even if I took like a Jello shot, it's, you know, my mom and dad are like, well, I'm not sure about my dad, but my mom is very protective of me, and you know, it goes for a lot of parents who really cares about you. And for me, I was like, I'm not feeling to do that, so I'm just gonna go back to the dance floor and dance. And then for a while I was dancing, and it was just so, it was pretty fun. And then my aunt was like checking up on me, and she was like, yeah, like, you good? Like, you're dancing by yourself? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. And it was just one of those things. I'm like, I mean, can I not dance by myself? Is that a problem? I mean, like, as long as I'm having fun, right? I mean, I would rather have fun on a dance floor than sitting down being miserable, like, you know, to see what I'm gonna do. And I actually got to celebrate my cousin's graduation. We were all in a circle surrounding him, and we were celebrating him. He was inside of the circle, and it was like the most, you know, awesome moments for him, not for me. It was about him. It was about his graduation, and his success. I mean, universities and colleges, guys, is not for everyone. But this whole thing of like working at a warehouse, sometimes it gets so hard having to be patient with people. And trust me, I have run into some people that have like tested my buttons before. There's some people have cut me off during, you know, my pickings and stuff like that. There's people who have pushed, like, you know, like shoved me basically, trying to get to a certain area, if without saying excuse me or anything, can I get through, anything like that. And so that pisses me off. It's like, you ignore the fact that I'm physically there trying to do something, yet you're trying to push me aside, like I'm just you know, just something out of thin air, just like not even in your how do you say it, provisional vision. So like, I mean, you know, you don't have to look at me, but I mean, for me, I can see you. I mean, if I'm doing something, I mean, I can, you know, like, I have a lazy eye, so if you have seen it before, it is what it is. I can't change it. I mean, like, I don't mind it. But I'm focused on doing what I'm gonna do. If I see you outside of my vision, I'm gonna move or say excuse me, you know, and I'm just gonna focus on the stuff that I'm willing to do. And it pissed me off so bad, you guys. You have no idea how people can really irritate me. And it's just it's so crazy. It is totally insane how people can really push your buttons. And I mean, listen, I'm, you know, I keep myself cool, collected, during those times where I'm like so angry that I just, well, I can't hit a wall. I don't like doing that. I don't want to risk of breaking my hand or seeing my, you know, having someone see me as a crazy person punching through a wall, because if I can't control my anger, then that means I need to have anger management classes, and it's something that I preferably want to avoid, and to know how to express my anger in the most positive, at least most positive way, and that is just to stop what you're doing, because for me, I was really gonna like man, I was like so close. I was like, what the F are you doing? I was saying under my breath, because she was like, oh my god, she was just pushing me on the side, and then she was like I was like trying to put my card away, because I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm just gonna put the, you know, whatever that, you know, that the Packers need to have, just put it on top of the cart and just move on to the next one, because I'm just gonna give them a single stack boxes. That's it. And I'm just gonna go over here, calm myself down, because I mean, like, it's crazy. I mean, I never been so mad like that. I mean, I have before, but this time it got me pretty good. I was like in so much anger, you guys. And I know it's 9:05. I gotta get ready, get going, but yeah, it was definitely a busy week. Thursday too, couldn't do it. I could not do it. The whole thing was just insane, and I hope to God that there's no mandatory in any other week, because it seems like every single warehouse that I go to, they make you feel like that they're trying to make you quit in a way. And I'm not saying that they're trying to like disrespect you in a way, but to burn you out with unnecessary workflow, expectations, high demand, and so much time being drained, and not enough paid time off to accumulate your hours to a certain degree. Because I mean, let's say I want to take a week off, right, for vacation. I want to stay at home, do nothing, play some GTA until GTA 6 comes out, or do the same thing. Well, you know, wait until, you know, till next year. You got your you know, your days set, right? You're gonna play GTA 6 like there is no tomorrow. Like, you will play GTA 6 like if your life depends on playing GTA 6. This game is gonna be the biggest game of all time. And I'm not joking, you guys. This is like the biggest news for me. For me, if it's, you know, like, I don't mind having it delayed. I mean, Rockstar is a big company. It is the huge, like, company. And you know, Red Dead Redemption 2, this was back in 2018. So imagine the graphics, the storyline, everything. Oh my god, I'm just so excited. Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do if GTA 6 is gonna come out, because like, if I mean, like, I have to have it, bro. It's so crazy. And I know that there's gonna be people gonna line up. I hope to God that they do it smart. I'm not sure if they are gonna release it during fall, but if they do, they need to release it on Black Friday. Gonna go crazy back in 2008, I guess. Imagine all stores end up selling this game, and every single store that you go to is packed to the brim, and there's a long line, and you see tents everywhere, and you see not just men but women too. They're gonna be like, I don't know, I mean, this day and age, it's crazy. I'm just saying though, I don't know what I'm going with this, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be an awesome week. But oh yeah, I was going with yeah, they're not gonna give out any time. So with that being said, you guys, I'm just gonna leave this off. Just so you know, I will be posting. It's just that last week was just, it was a terrible freaking week. God, I thank God that it was over. But I mean, I like working there. I like having somewhat friends. I don't really talk to anyone, so I say hi here to a few people and that's it. But honestly, it's just I thought this warehouse was gonna be different. Totally is not. I'm not gonna say anything negative about it, because if I get fired, well, I get fired. But I preferably just want to have this healthy, you know. I'm not gonna say the name. Those who know me already know me, so it's a crazy thing, guys. But that being said, I'm gonna just be keeping on posting. I'll probably schedule stuff later, especially during this 3-day weekend. And yeah, thank you for all the soldiers serving this country. And it's just it's a battle between outside of home and inside of home. Some people just don't know about, and it's you know, it sucks. It really does suck for a lot of people. And just, yeah, thank you for your service, whoever is serving, and who is actively serving. Thank you. You do most things that people can't or won't, so thank you. And yeah, just want to say that. So I'm gonna leave this here, guys. All right, bye.